just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Been start up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up when it's half time, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no leg. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little bushy run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and made up. Yeah, made up. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking, around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a. I tell Shorty spin around. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the bootleg, it's Dart. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, go Fury. Ready?
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Young here, you can see changing the play. Young now, off the play fake. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
The Giants are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
You talk about this Jets defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he will have a Giants 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing, dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Here's Dart. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding, because that one was well over everyone's head.
Dart going to give to Scatteroo. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, they're going to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Dart going to look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's in. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready?
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
16-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Yellow. Set, cut.
Young to throw it this time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how low can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Down. Look, Bill Green.
In motion right is Wilson.
Ready.
4th down, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. To the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Scattergood, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
21. Jets nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first. He's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marvin Mims, 79 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Giants 21, Jets 7. Joshua Carney to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Dart. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's caught left side by Neighbors. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Looking to throw, dart. That's to Cam Scatterboo out of the backfield. Touchdown, Giants! Cam Scatterboo with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Black shot. White. Black.
Young to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, 56 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Joshua Hardy to kick off.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a nice nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready, set.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Blue, 33, yellow. Red, yellow. Field, black, hut, hut.
Young will set to throw. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy at half number 2. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now it's 2nd and 10. An inside run with Scatterby. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
From the gun, Dart. That is caught into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. Who able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Jets, 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds. before he's across the 35.
36-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go now. 50, green, striker, going green. 10.
Young now from the 50. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
52 blaster. Green Jack.
Young now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set, hut, hut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Young takes it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Jets have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw, Dart. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
This is 2nd and 8. Young. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
10 black. Hut.
To throw, Young. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Throwing right, and that's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 17-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half, Young. Now a run here off the RP. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hall on a give up the middle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43. 6, mega. Movement. Hut.
They go play action. Young on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Ready?
Now Young. He finds Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Jets.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing. Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Slide 2. Here we go. Steal. Black. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Here is Young. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Blaster. Black shot. Green jack.
It'll be Young again. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5. Throwing, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Dart. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Yellow, cut.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. First down, here's Scatterby. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To the air, Dart. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working out of the gun is Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 7.
Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal. Oh, has it knocked loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every time.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 29 yards. And the Giants take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Down. Black up. Black off. Ready.
Now Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. Set.
Young will set to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Give up the middle, Scatterboo. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing his dart. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This one from 48 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Young to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Ready?
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bryce Young keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the ground, it's Scatterby to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
2nd and 7. Short one here, complete to his tight end. Off to the races. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Dart. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
At the 35-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. For that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game. And quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
On 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Right, good.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A give, it's Scatterable. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
To throw, Dart. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. Landon Jackson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll try and do this himself. Completes it to Perry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Koo knocks this one through the post. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Ready, red, smash, red, black, 95.
Young. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Come on, set.
Young now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here, blaster, 6. 33, red, sight, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Coup now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
79. Jets, 45.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
White. Ready?
Young working out of the gun. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
First down.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready. Pause red. 6, set.
Young off the play fake. And that's caught inside the 35.
On the ball.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
That's another Jets first down.
On play action, Young. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Ready. Blue, 32. Hut.
Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Young to throw it.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Ready?
3rd down, Young from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Green. Set, go.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Giants, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.